Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, it's been a long time since we've done a all aboard in the car. But anyway, good morning. Let me turn this thermostat down. It ain't that cold this morning, but it's cold enough. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come on this morning and say, hey, good morning. And to just talk to y'all a little bit about listen, I'm going through leadership training at my job, and I'm absolutely loving it. The different exercises, the assessments that we're going through, and the book work that we take home and can apply to our everyday life. And I'm just here to tell y'all the truth about it. It has been such an eye-opening experience for me. And as I say, as we keep living, let me tell you something, y'all. You pick up pieces along the way and you expound on it. And where I was 25 years ago is not where I am now. So of course, what I'm learning now takes on a whole new meaning and perspective. Decision making, choices we make. And you know what? That aside, my segue into just life, I'm going to tell you something. I have learned and am learning a very specific lesson. And y'all know I like to share. I can't do anything but talk about my own issues, right? But when we truly pray that serenity prayer, which is, Lord, and I'm paraphrasing, give me the strength, the knowledge, the power to make changes that I need to make and that I can make. But for those things that I cannot change, God, give me the wisdom to know the difference between the two. And I want to just say, me and Mr. Silverfox were talking about, sometimes we can spend half our lifetime or half our time trying to change things that we cannot change. Oh my God. Is that not the truth? We can spend half our lifetime. And I was just communing with God, throughout this week, and I just been talking, and I thought, what is it about me or just us in general? But I went to the Lord about me, that we pick up things that you didn't tell me to pick up. And I've talked about this before. The Lord's not gonna put no more on us than I can bear, or that we can bear. But what do? We pick up stuff, and then we look at God and say, God, why am I going through this? So much stuff we do is so self-inflicting. You've inserted yourself into a situation, and now you have been cut up, you've been stabbed, and I'm just using dramatic terminology. I mean, you have just been brutally beaten because you jumped in a situation trying to help a person or persons or whatever, and here it is now, you're the one that's getting the uppercut, the knocked out teeth, the lacerations on the back. Oh yeah. And I had to recognize, wait a minute, hold on, time out, Tanya, time out, hold on, wait a minute now, Suge. Remember that now. The best thing that you can do for a person or persons or a situation, if you truly don't have a dog in that fight, let me tell you something. The only thing you need to do is pray about the situation and keep it moving. Somebody say keep it moving. You can tell a person, you can talk to a person, you can you can, and look, there's nothing wrong with you continually. It's not that you don't care. It's not that you're not sympathetic or empathetic or whatever in their situation. But you know, I look at some older people and some younger people get it too. But I like listening, and I see older people, and I would say to myself, oh, they act like they don't care. No, it's not that they don't care. It's that they've learned how to pray about a thing and move on. I am a person, I eternalize things. And I'm asking God to work with me on that and help me, deliver me from I internalize stuff and I take it on as my own ownership. I get my tentacles in there and I get bruised and battered unnecessarily. Because why? The word tells us to pray without ceasing. Cast your cares. He didn't say pick up somebody else's cares and this and that and the other. And we can, of course, we can be burdened down with other people's burdens, but don't internalize that thing, Tanya. Don't internalize it to the fact where you creating stress in your life. You're creating all kinds of enzymes and chemicals to be released in your body because you have internalized somebody else's stuff. You care more about their success than they do. And again, this is not about you not caring about somebody, you not wanting the best for somebody. But baby, what I have had to learn, and I am learning, Tanya, you better pray about that thing. Why do you feel like you got to jump in and be somebody's savior? Why do you got to jump in? Look, Jesus already he paid the cost, the price, the invoice, the statement. He's already paid it. So the best thing for you to do is love those people, pray for those people, and you got to keep it moving. Again, we'll spend. One thing my daddy said is really the truth. Spend half your time out of other folks' business and the other half tending to only your business, and man, you'll have a great way of life. And I understand everything is not peaches and cream, but you know what? I'm gonna change my focus. God said we're not exempt from a whole lot of stuff, but if we take on his yoke, his affliction, the affliction of it would be so much lighter. Look, maybe 97.72% of my life can be peaceful, and I got to deal with the other 3% of the foolishness. None of us are exempt. And guess what? When you're praying for somebody and they're telling you all this stuff and they're spilling their guts, and then you might have something prolific that you want to say that hopefully helps them. But sometimes when you find yourself in the same scenario with people or even with your own stuff, guess what you have to do? I love you. I'm praying for that situation. And watch this, y'all. Based on the choices and decisions that you make, I pray that God cause all things to work together for your good. Because I recognize too, we can make that statement, but baby, if you're making all kinds of decisions that don't line up with the will or the ways of God, honey, I'm gonna pray and say, based on the decisions and choices you make, I pray that God causes all things to work together for your good. And ultimately, God will. But if you're not making decisions that line up with that line of scriptures, baby, you're gonna just be out there. You just gonna be out there. You just gonna be out there. And like I said, you know, I myself, sometimes I can see that when I interject and I'm trying to make changes over here in somebody else's situation, and they looking at me like, wait, hold on, this is my house, this is my situation, this is my whatever, you better get back. See, and that's the knowing how to know the difference between jumping in, jumping out, or don't even get in there to start with. That's the wisdom. See, I'm a type of person, the scriptures, I gotta have a visual how I apply it every day to my life. What does that mean? Lord, give me the wisdom. Right there. Right there. When you can recognize, that ain't an area. Let them feel, Tanya seems unbothered. Tanya seems this and that. No, wait a minute. I've lived my life, and I'm living my life long enough to know right now. Don't jump on that merry-go-round, because you're going to get cut up. That's a change, Tanya. That ain't got nothing to do with you trying to make that change. Because the Lord done gave me wisdom about it. I done sniffed it out. Yeah. When it comes to this particular situation, when you realize it's a touchy situation, now there's some things in your life you're going to have to confront. In order to master it, in order to get over it, you're going to have to confront. But I'm talking about right now, today, y'all, we talking about other people's affairs. Somebody say that for the woman in the back that just dozed off. Other people's affairs. Baby, let me tell you something. Pray for folk and keep it moving. Because when you try to be in there and be Mr. or Mrs. I know everything, and I know what you need to do, honey, let me tell you something. Folks will cuss you out and chew you up and spit you out, and you sitting up there thinking, well, daggone, all I was trying to do was help the situation. Yeah, but that might not be the help that they need. Now that's one for you. You may not be, your advice, your solicitation of their situation may not be the help they need or ask for. And we have to be okay with that. With our knowing everything self. I put myself sometimes in that category. Oh yeah, Tanya, you think you know everything, but honey, that right there, that little help, that little suggestion, that little tidbit that they didn't need that. That wasn't the time for you to try to jump in and make it seem so. Oh yeah, honey, you have to learn, and I am learning. God help me. No. When what I'm trying to say, interject, explain, just Tanya, pray for him and keep it moving. Keep it moving, girl. Keep it moving. And that's what we have to do. And I'm learning. And I thank God for the servant of time. Because in time, be not weary in well-doing, people. Be not weary in well-doing. Just pray for folk. Pray for your own situation. And keep it moving. Keep it moving, y'all. But anyway, let me get on out here. I just had to speak on that this morning because, like I said, I myself have had to uppercut. I've had an uppercut on that this week. And I just say, God, when you pray a thing now, don't be surprised. Don't think it's, a desolate place now when God began to unlock and unravel those things for which you have prayed for. And it's just moving us from glory to glory to glory, moving us on up in our thought process, moving us up on in our troubleshooting in life. It just moves us further. It moves the needle up further. So you can say, okay, I learned that lesson right there. You won't have to teach me that one again, God. That particular situation, you won't have to teach me that no more, God. I got that. Because guess what? The consequences, somebody say the consequences of those choices, of me interjecting my 2 cents in people's situation, Oh, that was a painful one. So I'm going to remember what that pain felt like. And I'm just going to pray for people and keep it moving. I'm telling you, it's one of the best lessons I'm learning and learn. You got to keep it moving. We just got to keep it moving, folks. Because people are going to be people. They're going to do what they're going to do. And honey, I can't have my life all disheveled because of what's going on in somebody else's arena. And I have no power to change that. You know, God is the ultimate one who can do, undo, remix, unmix, put a little this, put a little that. My power comes in through prayer for those people. That's the power that I have to push the power of the Holy Spirit, the Comforter who is here with us to guide us to all truth. Oh, I can point you to the person that Jesus who has all truth, who has all power in his hands. Oh God, yes, I can do that. But baby, I've learned the wisdom of knowing the difference. Whether I'm gonna step my toe over there in that side of the arena. You know, some things you may have to be the spectator. Yeah. And pray on the sidelines. Anyway, y'all, let me go. Our things just keep coming to me, you know. Like I said, look, if anything concerning these videos, it's for me to always remember there is a lesson to be learned every day, always, in always. But anyway, y'all have an awesome week. We got 2 more days to get it done. Then we'll be back at the weekend, y'all. Anyway, I love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. And y'all, keep it moving. Bye, y'all.